Hi everyone, welcome to In the Beyond, and thank you guys so much for joining me today. Today I'm back with another timeless pick a card reading, and I'm going to be channeling a message from your soul family. So, what does your soul family want and need you guys to know? We have three piles to choose from. Pile number one with the Motherwort card and the red jasper crystal. Pile number two with the Cottonwood card and this clear calcite. And pile number three with the Marigold card, as well as this green Zozite. So take all the time you need to see which pile you are the most drawn towards. Really trust your intuition. Ask yourself which crystal and pile has a message for you, and that will be the group that has your message from your soul family. So pause the video if you need more time to decide, and I'll see you at your timestamp below. Let's get into this reading. Let's get into these cards, and let's go in the beyond. Hey, pile one, if you guys were drawn to the red jasper as well as the Motherwort card, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what message your soul family has for you guys today. So we have Motherwort. We have the Strength card with garlic. We have the Mother of Water with oats. And we have Fire of Water with golden seal. So right away, I think your soul family wants to speak to you about an emotional journey that you've recently been on. There's a lot of this energy around water and nurturing yourself coming through in these cards. With the Five of Water, the energy that's coming from this card speaks a lot about loss and grief. So perhaps you have experienced a recent loss, and your soul family is wanting to come through to support you through that. It could be a physical loss of a loved one. It could be the loss of something that you held very sacred and trusted and was part of your security, like a job or a home. I'm getting the energy of perhaps maybe you have lost a parent, a mother, a father, or someone in your life that you felt like was a trusted elder. There's just this energy that I think you're on a journey that requires a lot of strength and support right now. Um, yeah, I'm just picking up your soul family wants to know that you really are supported. You have the abilities to move through this time. You have the inner strength to move through this grief and maybe even depression if you've been feeling this deep loss. Your soul family wants to remind you of who you are and where you come from. I think you're somebody very connected to the water, and different times and places where water was really valued and upheld. I'm getting that energy of like, I think it's like Lemuria and Atlantis, like those kinds of energies are kind of coming through in the Mother of Oats or Mother of Water card with oats. I'm just picking up like that very sacred water energy and the water beings and the dolphins. Those kinds of sacred energies are really here to support you and part of your soul family. Yeah, let's pull a few more cards to get more information. Let's get more information about your soul family and the messages that they have for you today. Group one, What are the messages from group one soul family? We have the lovers at the bottom of the deck, and this just lets me know that you guys are deeply loved by your soul family. They just have outpouring love for you. We have Seed of Stones, Root of Thunder, the Six of Stones, the Emperor, Justice, and the Devil. So yeah, I'm really picking up that there was an event that caused a lot of turmoil for you guys. Something that has really weighed heavy on your emotions. Something that you felt like was this devil card, like something that you've been feeling a lot of grief and depression, and I feel like very chained by life and the events of life. And your soul family is coming out to say like that is going to be balanced. The dark times will be balanced with positive, joyful times as well. So don't get too lost in despair. There is happiness on the horizon, and there will be positivity and blessings coming to you guys in the future. What has been taken will be given back, is what I'm feeling with Six of Stones. Receiving blessings is possible, and blessings will return if you've been feeling a lot of lack and sadness and grief. I'm seeing the Root of Thunder as a lot of blessings are coming to you guys. I think maybe your emotional and mental state has been very depleted, and maybe there's been some disempowering thoughts. And I think it's time for you guys to reclaim who you are and step back into your power, connect to your inner strength, be this Emperor card. Keep your head held high, I'm hearing. No matter what has happened to you, don't let it knock you down. Don't let it knock you off course. You are still this radiant being who is divinely supported by the universe and all of your spirit guides. You have this, I feel like there's this like regal energy that is part of your soul family. And they really want to remind you of your like royalty. Like you come from your soul family, like comes from a time when people were very honored, and there's a lot more respect in the world and respect for spiritual things. And you and your soul family are very, I'm just getting a lot of feelings of like pride, and I keep hearing the word like regal. um so like yeah, you and your soul family come from divine energies, and you guys express yourself in a very regal way, and you carry a lot of pride within you, and your soul family is reminding you of that strength and reminding you of who you are. And don't forget it. Don't forget where you come from, and don't forget like that nurturing energy that you hold for yourself. And don't forget your compassion. I feel like you're a very compassionate person for yourself and others, and I think now you need some compassion for yourself, and you need to have some patience with yourself as well to really heal your heart space, because the journey of grief can't be avoided. It has to be walked through, it has to be experienced. You need to experience all the emotions of grief and loss, and that's the way to release it, and that's how you move forward through it. So yeah, your soul family is really wanting to speak about your inner strength and your inner power, and you can walk with your head held high through these times of potential despair and feeling like lack or feeling loss or feeling grief, you guys definitely have the support and you have the inner strength to get through this. And I just want to pull some other oracle cards to get more messages about your soul family or their advice for you guys. Messages for group one. Messages for group one. Okay, so we have the rattle with disperse. That's such a beautiful energy. I love that coming out first. We also have Dreamweaver with accessibility and the conch shell with calling. Ooh, okay. This is really beautiful. Right away with the rattle energy, rattles are a sacred tool to shake up energy and move things. So I think energetically, your soul family is like reminding you that you have the power to shake up the energy around you, shake up your routine, shake up what you've been doing at, daily. If you can, add in some new things to bring some excitement and change in your daily life. If things have been really hard and you've been feeling really emotionally down, this is kind of like a reminder to maybe change and shift your vibration and the vibrations around you so that you can start to hear the messages from your heart more. You can hear the messages from your soul family and from the beyond a little bit clearer. Because I think in the spiritual realm, there's a lot of messages and insights that want to be shared with you. We do have the seashell with calling, and I always feel like um, when I see seashells, sometimes they represent a need for deep listening. Deep listening, like how you can put your ear up to a seashell and hear that vibration. That sounds like the water. And also, our inner ear is actually like a spirally shape, like the seashell. So I think there's this need for deep listening for you guys right now. And I do feel like you have a lot of support from your soul family. And for this group, your soul family might be contacting you through spiritual insight. You might be able to meditate and dream and connect to your soul family. You might be getting a lot of spiritual messages and insights through your third eye and crown chakra from your soul family. That kind of energy is what I'm picking up. Yeah, so like it's definitely a time to do some deep listening to yourself, to your heart, and like what your heart and body like needs right now on your healing journey. And it's time to do a little bit of deep listening to hear beyond this realm into the spiritual, to get any insights about maybe what happened, about what you experienced. I think the other realms have more information on about why things have happened a certain way or about how you can move through the experience that you have witnessed. And yeah, with the rattle, I just feel like saying like try to switch up your vibration in different ways. So ways that I really like to do that sometimes when I'm feeling pretty low is like putting on my favorite music, because music is just such a strong vibrational energy changer. So music and movement, doing a little bit of movement, like if you're up for a little bit of yoga, qigong, a little bit of dancing, a little bit of even just walking. If you want to take like a walk around your neighborhood or park, I think that's a great way. Movement and music is a great way to change up energy, and especially when we're really feeling low and depleted. It's just a great way to move our energy around us. And that will lead the way for you guys to hear those insights and to do that deep listening to yourself and the spiritual world as well. So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Group number one. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I always love to do these readings, and I would love to hear how this reading resonated with you guys in the comments below. Please like and subscribe if this reading did resonate with you, and I would absolutely love to see you in one of my next readings. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Hi, group two. If you guys were drawn to the clear calcite as well as the cottonwood card, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what message your soul family has for you today. What does your soul family want you to know? We have the star card with cottonwood, which is a tree. We have the ace of earth with nettle. We have the lovers with hawthorn, which is another tree. And then we have the nine of air with pomegranate. Wow, this is very interesting energy coming out from your soul family today. I think your soul family wants to speak about a healing that you have been experiencing. I think you've been on a healing journey. Um, yeah, I think you are on a healing journey, and they really want to speak about you kind of stepping into your next phase, you stepping into your power, stepping into who you are and who you are meant to be. Things happen for a reason, and I think you might have experienced a health issue or a loss for a reason, and it was part of your journey, and the lessons that you've learned are part of your destiny and who you are and who you are meant to be as well. Because I do see that we have the star card here, talking about your wounds are sacred and they hold power. So however that resonates with you, if you've been through an emotional trauma, a physical trauma, spiritual or mental, whatever facet of your life you felt wounded by, um, it was for a very specific reason and for a very specific lesson to be learned, and your soul family is really highlighting that. I'm getting the energy of um, the asteroid of Chiron or Chiron, depending on how you pronounce it. That is the energy of the wounded healer. Somebody who has a specific wound, a wound around love, a wound around a physical pain, or, whatever it is, like we were talking about, mental, spiritual, emotional, physical, wherever your wound lies, you actually have a lot of power there because you have the ability for deep compassion and you have the ability to help others heal through what you have healed in yourself. So that is the message that your soul family is wanting to talk about today. Um, you have learned a lot through your hardships, and you've learned a lot about, the power of going through dark places and going through dark times. We have pomegranate here, and this kind of links to the mythological story of Persephone and Demeter, the Greek goddesses. There's lots of different versions of the story, but basically the short gist of it is that Persephone, the goddess, who is a maiden, a young person, in some stories she's taken down in a disempowering way. In other stories, she ventures down into the underworld on her own decision. And in the underworld, she eats a few pomegranate seeds, meaning that she has to stay in the underworld for the amount of seeds that she has eaten. So I think she eats 3 or 6. Sorry about that. Just my neighbor. And she has to stay in the underworld for like 3 or 6 months. This story relates back to the seasonal cycle of fertility and like why we have winter, because during the winter Persephone is down in the underworld. So a lot of people interpret this story as, oh, and the last thing about the story is she becomes the queen of the underworld during those months, during the winter when she is down there. She is actually ruling the underworld. And so she holds great power in something that was really hard and difficult to go through. Going down into the underworld is very deeply scary. You know, you're facing literal death, you're facing the powers of the underworld, which is like disease and sickness and just like the powers of death, you know, very scary stuff. And but by doing that, um by facing those fears, she becomes very empowered to the point where she is the queen of the underworld, wielding the power of the underworld, wielding the power of death, and kind of like mastering the qualities of death. And like death is such a sacred part of life, and we need death to rebuild and have the space and the grounds for new growth. So everything is needed. I think everything in your journey was needed. And where you feel wounded, you actually have this deep power. And you will be stepping into that power. I'm not sure why there's honking. I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, you will be stepping into your power. You will be feeling like empowered by this hardship that you've been through. And you've had to endure some pain, but that only has made you stronger. And that's what your soul family really wants you guys to know today. So let's pull a few more cards to get more information for you guys from your soul family. Messages from the soul family of group 2, please. Messages for group 2. Yeah, I see in your future a lot of happiness and blessings and good things coming to you guys. Your soul family wants to know that you really are loved, and there's a whole community out there that is ready to embrace you, as well as a message that I'm hearing. We have 10 of stones, flower of thunder, 5 of cups, 2 of thunder, wow, 3 of thunder, 4 of thunder, the chariot. Yeah, so this is definitely picking up the energies that I was like picking up just a few minutes ago. I think there was a pain and a deep loss with 5 of cups that you guys definitely have experienced, because we have 5 of cups, 2 of thunder, and 3 of thunder, and this is all about the hardships that you guys have gone through, what you have gone through, where you are now, as you kind of like made the journey through. Because I see 2, 3, 4, so I see um you guys have been walking this path and you have been on this journey, and I think you are at a place where you are ready to experience the healing and the gift that has come through your pain. And your soul family is really here letting me know that you guys are very supported by the unseen world and by your soul family in general. And you guys are really ready to step into the energy that I'm picking up with the 10 of stones and the chariot. You guys are ready to step into your power to be somebody who is very calm and blissful, and to kind of like totally step onto a new path and put this behind you guys with the chariot. I'm just feeling a lot of empowered energy, and you will be gaining a lot of strength through the hardships that you faced. So if it was a physical issue, I think you guys have an affinity now to help other people through a physical issue or help them through an emotional or mental issue. You guys will be helping other people, and there's this other message from your soul family about sharing and being generous with other people, as well as sharing your creative talents and abilities with others as well. So through this hardship, you guys have some kind of creative talent or some kind of healing talent that wants to be expressed and shared with others. So maybe you have an artistic talent that got you through a painful breakup, or it got you through a loss, or it got you through a physical issue that you were healing. And that creative talent now wants to be shared with others. So just take that one example, how it resonates. It's going to be different for everybody here. I'm feeling drawn right away to these cards. That was interesting. Let's pull some cards to get information for you guys about maybe like about your soul family and any last messages they want to share with you. So, like, what is the energy that your soul family kind of holds? How can you recognize your soul family? We have the flute with expression. We have expression with water. We have ancestors. Yeah, this is how I was feeling. And we have medicine, shield of protection. I was gonna say a few seconds ago that your soul family, I think, is part of your ancestral family as well. So some of your ancestors are part of your soul family, and you're very supported by your ancestors as well as your soul family as well. Um, so take that as it resonates. That might not be for everyone here, but yeah, there's also there seems to be a talent that your ancestors have that maybe you are being called to wield as well. So like I was saying, artistic talent, creative talent, some kind of something that your ancestors did. I think you're being called to do that as well, because that is connecting you to your ancestors and it's connecting you to your soul family. And then this is just really awesome how we got flute with expression and water with expression. Your soul family wants you to express yourself deeply, express your emotions, and express your creativity. I think you've definitely been through a hard time and you really need to release emotions, express all the emotions that you need to really go on that journey of, like potentially going through that journey of grief, expressing your anger, expressing your sadness, expressing, your confusion, like whatever emotions that arise, it's important that you express them in a healthy way. Definitely don't bottle things up right now. You really need to move through your emotions and express them. And we also have flute with expression. So this is letting me know that you guys have a creative talent, and it might be ancestral. Your ancestors might have been beautiful musicians, singers, dancers, artists, creators of books, creators of, yeah, like writers, passing on knowledge. And I think they want a similar path for you guys. There's definitely this message of using your creative talent to express yourself, and using your creative talent to connect to your soul family, and using your creative talent to just express all of those emotions that have been weighing you down. Yeah, this is really beautiful energy. And lastly, we have the medicine shield with protection. This is letting me know that your soul family, your spirit guides, your ancestors are protecting you. They definitely are witnessing your journey and witnessing where you are. They can help you in the other realms to avoid more dangers, to avoid other harsh experiences. You're definitely being divinely protected, and the harsh experiences that I think you have encountered have been part of your destiny and have been making you into the person that you are meant to be. There's something that these hardships have unlocked for you that will be helping you to step into yourself and find your power ultimately. So, whether that is the creative endeavor, using your self expression in a certain way, or if that's like helping others to heal, one of those kind of paths has to do with who you are and what you are meant to be doing. So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys, group two. Thank you all so much for joining me. I just love doing these readings, and I'd love to know if they resonate with you. So please leave me a comment below. I love reading them. Please like and subscribe if this reading did resonate with you. And I really hope to see you in one of my next readings. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Hey group 3, if you guys were drawn to the marigold card as well as the green zoisite, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what message your soul family has for you guys today. So to start out, we have the death card with marigold. We have the chariot with cedar. We have the magician with the sunflower. We have the seven of earth with oak. Wow, getting a really great energy right off the bat. I think your soul family wants to speak about you being initiated into something deeper and further. There's this message of initiation here from your soul family and soul tribe. Let me deepen into this. Yeah, they're saying that it's the right time for you to go deeper on your spiritual journey. You guys are awakening to something deeper, maybe more ancient, maybe more ancestral. Maybe some ancient wisdom and energies want to work with you. We do have the oak, which is definitely about deep ancient time, divine timing, things unfolding at a slow pace, but unfolding as they need to unfold. We also have the chariot with cedar, and cedar trees are a deep ancient spiritual tree. They hold a lot of energy for spiritual journeys. As well, the cedar is a tree that tribes from the Pacific Northwest have been using for their canoes. So, in terms of physical journey and spiritual journey, the cedar tree is really integral to journeying. And we also have the magician energy, and this is about really connecting to the elements, connecting to the power of nature, connecting to earth, air, fire, water to go further on your journey and further on your manifestations. And we also have the death card, and this is giving me the energy of you guys being initiated into deeper truths about spirituality and deeper truths about other realms and the non physical. So, different areas of being that we can't really see with our eyes, but we can sense through our spiritual senses. So, yeah, I'm getting this energy of a spiritual awakening, and your soul family is coming through to speak about an initiation for a deeper spiritual practice or something having to do with spiritual initiation. So, let me just pull some more cards to get more information about this. Group 3. What is the message from Group 3's soul family? What is the message for Group 3, please? And any information that wants to come out about Group 3 soul family. Group 3. We have the Root of Stones. Wow, this is interesting. We have the Devil, the Lovers, the Emperor, the Seven of Thunder, and Seed of Stones. And I'm being called to pull a few cards from this other deck as well. Messages for the soul family of Group 3. What do we need to know about Group 3's soul family? What are the messages for Group 3? We have the Star card at the bottom of the deck. And again, I'm just really feeling like you're going on a deepening of your spiritual existence. There's something coming for you guys. Let's see what these cards have to say. Oops. Okay, wow. We have the Eight of Swords, Seven of Cups, the Two of Cups, Four of Wands, Four of Cups, and the Hanged Panda. Okay, so getting a few messages right away. There's this emphasis on, I'm picking up energies around your solar plexus, you kind of stepping into your power and wielding a stronger energy in your solar plexus chakra, and this will kind of lead to a deepening of you asserting yourself in the world more and taking on more of a leadership position in some way. That's just a message for a few of you guys here, if that resonates with you. I see here you guys are on a journey of self-empowerment for sure. And there is this opportunity for you guys to listen to spirit deeper. So I see that there's an opportunity for you guys to dismantle some limiting beliefs and possible ancestral patterns that no longer serve you. We do have the Monarch Butterfly and the Death card. We have these monarchs coming up twice, and I kind of feel like the Monarch Butterfly is a symbol of the ancestors. So your ancestors might be part of your soul family, some of them. You might feel very connected to part of your lineage, and that part is a part of your like soul family as well. I also feel like you might be getting a lot of insights and downloads from the spirit realm at this time. I think spirit really wants you to start listening deeper and start to deepen your practices and relationships more. Like you're definitely being initiated into the next level. So wherever you are on your spiritual journey, there's a deepening that will be coming to you guys. Spirit will be like knocking on your door in some way and wanting to communicate with you more. Maybe you haven't been listening or you haven't really seen how spirit is trying to connect with you. And this is just kind of confirming that spiritual insights are around you and you just need to look in the right direction to see them. You might need to change your perspective on a certain thing, or you might need to start doing certain rituals or certain practices that you feel called to do to deepen your connection to spirit. So that's going to be different for everyone here, but just a few examples could be deepening your meditation commitments and practices, or going further into some of your rituals that you like to do to support yourself, working with plants or different herbs to go deeper, like cedar. Cedar is great for spiritual journeys and to connect to the spirit world. So if there's a type of plant or incense that you feel called to maybe burn during your meditations or your spiritual practices, I feel like that is something that wants to come out and be talked about. Um, because there might be some things that spirit wants you to know, like some insights might be coming to you about how you can overturn limiting beliefs, how you can become more free, how you can become more empowered and independent and more of a leader. I'm getting a lot of that Aries energy, a lot of that sun energy as well. We also have Seven of Cups, and this card is making me feel like there will be a lot of spiritual insights and downloads during your dream time. So definitely pay attention to your dreams. Definitely definitely keep a dream journal and listen to those insights and those callings that you might be getting in your dreams. I think spirit wants you to deepen on your path. I think there wants to be something said about your purpose and your calling. I think spirit is trying to give you insights into your path and purpose, but you might just not be picking that up. And your soul family is coming to here during this reading to like support you on that journey of deeply listening to spirit and yourself and going on some spirit journeys and maybe traveling through your dreams and astral travel, traveling through the ancestral realms of the other worlds, talking to maybe passed on teachers or things like that. Because there's something in that liminal space. It's not here necessarily in the physical. There is something about the dream time and meditation that wants your attention. So definitely try to honor that if you feel like you've been feeling called to keep a dream journal, or if you've been feeling called to like deepen your meditation practices. There's something here on your spiritual journey that is ready for the next level. So let's pull a few more oracle cards to get any last messages for you guys. Group 3. What does group 3 need to know from their soul family? Group 3 messages from the soul family of group 3. And yeah, just saw the bottom of the deck with this beautiful sun, and that is just giving me that like regal emperor energy again of like the Aries card. I mean the Aries energy from the that emperor card. I think this spiritual development will lead you to feel more empowered and more confident in who you are and what you're meant to be doing here. And I think it will align you deeper to your path and purpose and your calling as well. Let's just pull some more oracle cards. We have plant medicine, truth, offerings, wealth, buried in the earth, transference, and we also have the rattle with disperse. So this is great. Definitely feeling called to talk about you deepening your spiritual practice. And if you feel called and resonate, and this resonates with you, I think giving offerings to certain spiritual beings that you align with, that would really help to deepen your spiritual practice. You showing reverence to your ancestors, to nature spirits, to the elements, to the land that you live on, to the waters that are around you. If you have like a physical offering that you feel comfortable giving out to the land or giving out to the ancestors, whatever energies that you feel called to work with, I think you showing that reverence and that honor through giving an offering would really help to deepen your spiritual practice, and that could help you to hear the messages from these beings more clearly. So yeah, take that as it resonates. Sorry about that. I just had to pause the video really quick, but the message I was channeling was, I feel like giving some offerings would be something to deepen your spiritual practice, and that could be as simple as, you know, lighting a candle when you want to have a reverent, quiet moment. That could be lighting some incense. That could be placing flowers or a small food offering on your altar where you honor the spirits that you work with. That could be really just anything simple that you feel like could be an offering to the guides that you work with. And then we also have the Buried in the Earth card. And this is a really beautiful card. I feel like this figure here who's buried in the earth represents you at this time. This card speaks about a spiritual ritual that's an initiation ritual. And I feel like this is just confirming that you guys are walking through an initiation. So this is an ancient ritual where a person is literally buried under earth. They have a way to breathe, they are safe, they are being held in the earth, and they do this ritual to gain deeper knowledge and a deeper connection to Mother Earth and the ancestors as well. If you've ever seen the movie The Black Panther, the first one, when King T'Challa is being initiated into his role as king, he actually does a very similar ritual where he is buried under red ochre sand in a safe way with people around him. And he also drinks the, I think they call it the purple heart-shaped herb in that story. He drinks that sacred plant, and by doing the ritual of being under the earth and drinking the sacred plant, he goes in the astral world to the plane of the ancestors, and he has a conversation with his father, who has recently passed over and who was the king. So this is speaking about a very powerful ritual and a very powerful transition and initiation into new, deeper spiritual energies. So yeah, I don't think you need to like do any intense ritual like this, but I think this card is just coming out to speak about where you are in your life right now. You're really being initiated further on your spiritual path, and there will be something in your future that will be a moment in time where you can say, oh yes, this was my moment of deepening my path spiritually. Like, you will be able to see the transition and the change. And then we also have the rattle energy with disperse, and I feel like that's a very powerful energy, and just really coming in to realize your potential and realize that there's so much energy around you, and there's so much support from the spiritual realms to help you raise your vibration right now, and to really just shake up energies around you, let go of things that no longer serve, welcome in new energies, because yeah, there's just so much energy around you guys right now from the spiritual realm supporting you on this deepening of your journey, and you are very supported from the ancestors, from the natural world, from the spirit guides that you work with. And yeah, this has just been really beautiful. You guys are really awakening to something, a deeper truth, deeper spiritual meaning. There's definitely this beautiful moment of transition and awakening happening for you guys, and your soul family really wants to highlight for you guys. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, group 3. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe, and leave me a comment down below letting me know how this resonated with you. I always love reading the comments. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I really hope to see you in one of my next readings.